welcome to this lesson on usability and mLearning. This is the third lesson in a 5-part series about usability and instructional design. In the previous 2 lessons, we discussed the basics of usability, including getting familiar with 5 main principles of usability design: consistency, perceivability, learnability, predictability, and feedback. In this lesson, we will be learning about how usability principles can be applied to the emerging field of mobile learning, also abbreviated as mLearning. As smartphone and other mobile devices continue to become more commonplace in society, users of them are finding different ways to learn through both formal and informal methods. Livingston defined informal learning as all forms of intentional or tacit learning in which we engage either individually or collectively without direct reliance on a teacher or externally organized curriculum. Some of these informal methods include browsing the internet to look up random facts through a Google search or looking up an answer to a question on Wikipedia. Different personal digital devices also have GPS-enabled technology. This allows users to access different kinds of information based on their physical location. Different activities and games have been designed off of these GPS-enabled technologies. These include such things as geotagging, a game where players try to locate certain items based off of GPS coordinates; space tagging, where items are virtually placed in different environments to be interacted with by users of the technology that it was designed for; or even GPS-based learning games, where standing in certain locations within a field can trigger certain events in the game designed to instruct the user. It can easily be seen how mobile technology has transformed how informal learning can take place. Likewise, there are many challenges introduced to the instructional design process because of this. One design challenge that comes with designing instruction for mobile devices includes considering the context in which the user will be when they try to learn. We'll learn more about context in the next lesson. For now, let's take a look further at designing for formal and informal learning situations and the usability challenges that we need to design for. Mobile devices can also be used for collaborative learning. A user who is trying to learn through a mobile device may collaborate with other learners through that device to help them achieve their learning objectives. This can be done through different social applications, asynchronous online forums, or even cooperative play educational games. It's easy to see myriad possibilities and factors that need to be considered when designing for mLearning, and the potential usability issues that can arise. Designing good usability for mLearning can be done by following the principles for good usability on any mobile application. We covered some of these in the 2 previous lessons. Designing good usability for mobile technology adds some challenging new elements that need to be accounted for in your design. For instance, users generally don't use their mobile devices as a primary source of information like they would a desktop computer, with some exceptions. Users generally will access a mobile application to complete some sort of task. This means that mobile applications are best served by designing their layout and interactions with a task-focused user in mind. For instance, a user may access a calendar application to add an appointment to it and quickly check up and confirm upcoming appointments. Designing an interface with these goals in mind, the app can make it simple and intuitive for the user to accomplish these simple tasks quickly and efficiently, without needless drill downs or lengthy navigation. Designing for mobile learning should mirror this idea. Simple, easy navigation with a design focus on what tasks the user wants to accomplish should be the focus of the design process. The designer should think to themselves, what tasks is the user coming to my application to accomplish? Or in the case of mLearning, what is the user coming here to learn, and how can I design my mobile application or instructional material to help them accomplish this? A good way to help you define what tasks your users will need to accomplish to access your learning material, as well as to help you decide how to best design it to meet your users' needs, is to create user stories. User stories are commonly used in software production. It is a process of defining what the users will want to accomplish using the software, how the system should react, what feedback the user should be given, as well as what requirements the developers need to design all this into the software to make it all happen. It should be mentioned that user stories are not actually stories, but rather a series of statements that goes something like this. As a user, I will need a way to accomplish goal ABC so that I can meet objective XYZ. By creating these user stories, you are defining ahead of time what the user needs will be in order to accomplish their goals and objectives, and how you can design to meet those needs. When designing instructional materials for mLearning, think ahead of time of what your learners will want to learn and how you will help them meet those needs within the confines of a mobile device. That concludes our brief overview of usability design for mLearning. Next lesson, we'll be looking more in depth at the context of designing for mobile learning.